If someone ever invites you to Bali, especially Canggu, never go. I'm gonna let you see why. One exception, but I'll let you see as I walk you through my 21-day journey to Indonesia. I want to take you on a little journey. You see, today I am going for 21 days this road trip, stopping off in Los Angeles for some business and then off to Bali. 21 days. I'm going to give you a tour of obviously the super cool villa that we have rented. I'm going to meet up with the fam over there and also the Ritz-Carlton in Bali. So we're going to check out both of those. But you might be thinking, gosh, how many bags do you have to take for 21 days? Well, let me show you. You see, this is it. This is all I'm taking. Backpack, computers, some camera gear because I want to document, bring you with me, and 21 days worth of clothes. To be fair, there is going to be someone there that helps with laundry, but still, it's nice to not have suits. So I'm at the airport headed to the lounge so I can grab some breakfast and then to the madness. So I have flown a little over 320,000 miles this year, and people say, how do you not get absolutely knackered with all the travel? And I think one of the first things, if you're going to be a traveler, is have a strategy. I get always to the airport early. I don't have that stress. Always come to the lounge. This one is the Centurion Lounge. I like picking their little fish bowls, I call them. That's a place I can do emails, make calls, hang out with you right now, and eat a nice meal and be relaxed before you get on the flight. So next stop, LA. You know, one of the nice things about Los Angeles is you have a lot of different options. I love coming to Marina del Rey. I find it kind of a different vibe. And as nice as it is, I got to do a little work before the holiday begins. Let's do it. I thought I would go to an epic location that is a must-see every time you come to California, especially if you're not from here. And, well, let me show you the place. This is really terrible for you, but if you know, you know. I do mine protein style, wrapped in the lettuce, and the fries are so fresh, they actually cut them and put them in the fryer. And I opt for the strawberry milkshake with a 1.5 mile walk here and back. It's like net sum zero. So I'm leaving Los Angeles, business is done. On my way to Sydney, next part of the trip. One of the nicest things, I was from curb to the lounge in less than 5 minutes. It was so amazing. And the reason why that's important, can you see over my shoulder? When I walked in and I saw like all this line of all these people, and I thought, that's not for me. It is not for me. Next stop, airplane. Long flights are very, very painful. This is a 15-hour flight from Los Angeles to Sydney, but it's really kind of cool because yes, this is my front facing, but I can actually turn the seat sideways, and I'm actually working, as you can see, on a slide deck. I've not experienced that before in an airplane. So American Airlines, thumbs up. The thing that sucks more than even flying for as long as I did is having a 7.5 hour layover, but Qantas Lounge is actually quite nice. They gave me a beautiful room that I can hang out in, complimentary spa services, and that was lovely. Had an incredible massage, which rejuvenated me, took a shower, relaxed, and the lounge is stunning. From the living wall, when you walk in, it goes all the way around to just checking outside. It sort of makes it very peaceful. And I'm about halfway through, and next time you see me, we're gonna be in Bali, baby. I realized I was getting to Bali a day early before the villa was ready. So I had to find a place to stay, and I picked a place called the Bohemian. It's a Marriott property. And I don't remember, it's a couple $100, but let me show you what you get with that. Listen, I have stayed at hotels in America for $200 where I wore the socks in the shower. You come in here and it's very bohemian, I guess is the best way to describe it. I think they did that on purpose, but it's sort of a metally industrial kind of modern look. It's very relaxing. The touches here are pretty incredible. You can see how open and free it is. This is a pool suite. So it actually has, it rained last night, so they had covers on the pool seating outside, but you just like indoor, outdoor living at its finest. And a full kitchen, and the staff here, perfect, 5 out of 5. And I will tell you, this is in Canggu. It's a great little hidden boutique hotel off the beaten track. but it's absolutely stunning, and I would highly recommend. So here's what we're going to do. Our next stop is going to be the villa. Fingers crossed it's going to be nice, because I'm going to be there for a couple weeks. Okay, last time I left off, we were getting ready to check into the villa. That's when things went downhill real fast. I went online and found this villa for ourselves and our family. There were 10 of us total, and you're talking about over $1,000 a night, Airbnb. The problem is the video and photos that you see online are from years ago. It was dilapidated. It had so much maintenance issues and challenges and problems. It was unsanitary. Bathrooms were outside, which you think, oh, that's kind of cool. Nah, how about you're going to go pee and there's ants crawling up on your leg from the toilet, or mosquitoes, and it rained a lot. They can't help that. But what they could help was the sanitary conditions. We had sponges that were black and chopping boards that had mold on them. And it took about 3 or 4 days before we realized this. And that started when people got sick, you know, and maybe it's a coincidence, possibly, but I've spent a couple $1,000s in medical bills while I'm here, only to find out not only did we have norovirus, we had E. coli, we had a couple other bacterias that we never even heard of before. And they said it's from foodborne pathogens, and they say, oh yeah, that's pretty common here. Food sanitary is not the same as it is most places. The property itself at the villa was nice. You can see right here, it's beautiful in terms of the way it looks, but I can also tell you that behind the curtain, it's not so great. Right now, I'm at the Ritz-Carlton. You're going like, what's this? Well, that's because after everyone was leaving and getting sick and going back home, I spent the last few days here. I will say this, the Ritz-Carlton is pretty nice to the point where I wish we were here the whole time. Service delivery here is 10 out of 10. The room is fantastic. You can see it's modern, it's beautiful, it's great service. The willingness here is fantastic. But at the same time, we weren't here. And spending the last few days of trying to recuperate as opposed to spending it with IVs in you is it's just different. I will say that it's also difficult to be upset with the Indonesian people, because as much as I would say Canggu is a shithole, it's filthy, dirty, it's terrible traffic. Sanitation there is third world at best. The Indonesian people are very kind, to the point to where language barrier is such a bad thing here, where people don't understand 90% of what you say. And we're in their country. You got to kind of go with that. But you can't get upset with them, because they're just like, oh, sorry. You know, like, they're very nice, very kind people. But here at the Ritz, I think that would be the only way I would come back to this country, is to do a resort. Just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you enjoy the hostel living and taking a chance. I certainly got bamboozled watching videos online. That's just me, in my opinion. But in terms of, and also I would say be careful coming in December, because you can see this is a beautiful day today, but most days it rains, and some days all day, and some days multiple days in a row, and you just kind of have to go with that. I'm heading back to the United States tomorrow, and again, this whole video is really set up to, I like to document my trips. You know, good, bad, or indifferent. And I want to create more of these travel experiences or vlogs, because I know for me, I enjoy watching people go through their journeys. And this isn't for monetization. This isn't for views. This is more so for me to document, to look back on, and for you to be able to kind of see things through a different lens as well. So if you do enjoy this stuff, obviously I'd love for you to subscribe and like and get new videos as they come out. Listen, birds, it's beautiful. And I want to say thank you for coming along on the journey, and we're just going to kind of head back. You'll see that, and basically go back to America.